The inspired musician was singing, "No woman, no cry," as the father with his two boys entreated, "Sing, no kids, no cry." The busker compromised, began singing, "No children, no cry." I looked at the man who showed no sentiment to the roots of Bob Marley's song, who to many represented their own trench town like Babylon or Vietnam does to many. He knew naught of the hypocrites, of good friends lost in challenges as volatile as tsunamis. Neither did he know of the tears of blood, the many sacrifices endured by both men and women, the mental pains burning through the night. Should we compare them to kids spoiled by the opulence of the West? They rose at dawn with the knowledge that their feet were their only means of transport, walking long distances to work or school, sharing a tiny meal together in order to pull through, having the showers from buckets and streams. Perhaps he failed to remember that wealthy plantation owners of the 19th century treated the enslaved with disdain, that their scars were more numerous than the gullies and trenches they faced every day in the hearts of fortitude and concern. Trenchtown was famous for musicians and culture, yes, molded out of a global awareness of the impoverished and politically corrupt conditions, a divide and rule mentality in the 70s where politics became violent and poverty rampant.
Wasted time and callous stages with races that enjoy painting faces and reflections of their dedication to making faith a billion-dollar organization in their own image. Of course, I remember when we used to say integrity is non-negotiable, stand for something or fall for anything, scratch a lie, find a thief in political seats who pretend to see with blind eyes turned in favor of white lies and away from color lines that hide trench towns and tenements, projects, wards, and all ghettos, keep their noses exposed to satellite feeds fully extended, trying to breathe above the canopy of carnage people of color tend to create. Call it culture and every spice of life that smells of natural mystic. They see nuisance, useless tools they refuse to let tear down their houses, take exuberance and passion as show of force or actions on course for a head-on collision with past social conditioning, fucking up fast and picking up giga speed on interwebs spun in perfect shape for handheld inundation of all things distraction from homelessness, unemployment, and COVID fallout, all negatively impacting communities of color with staggering statistics. No need for ballistics, yet they still pack them on hips more than resolution tactics. Remember when we used to say, shoot first and ask questions later? It's later and still and still and still no answer for degradation of ancestors still generating income for a country that hates their offspring but wouldn't enjoy this so-called utopia without the blessing of Black genius. Despite your war machine campaigns that eradication in every theater or communities exist, you still have the audacity to speak of nationality, honor, and service to protect your liberties, to see me not as person nor friend, not neighbor, but enemy, who's reserved the right to treat me with all hostility by any means to ensure everyone knows the true face, evil.
Just some of the challenges that women had to deal with. He said, sing, no kids, no cry. Did he understand why women wept in an environment which was soul destroying for many? One where they made compromises with honor, in which dignity itself wept for their hearts of precious toil amidst an intensity of concessions to feed their hungry kids. Many felt their own belly aches, stared into the weary eyes of their children, dealt with pain just as cutting as the bigotry, injustice, and deep-seated challenges they face daily in order to survive.
Yes, they cried. And who wouldn't? Faced with neglect, failed education systems, and men callous enough to make promises with forked tongues?
Exploiting the women's necessity to bow like trampled grass in order to make ends meet. I wonder if he knew this. Could he feel Marley's lyrical solace in this hauntingly beautiful song? Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Elemental and Lantern Carrier. Thank you so much.